picturesque Pacific Northwest in the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. On the visitor's sideline, there's the Bengals head coach, Zach Taylor. He's got his defense playing well. They enter this one coming off the shutout in the win a week ago. On the other side, the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Lumen Field. Crazy. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
To say he had an impressive game last week, Mike, might be the understatement of the season. I mean, to break Norm Van Brocklyn's single-game passing record, a record that stood since 1951, I'm not sure if we can expect him to replicate that here today. But at this point, I'm not sure if I'd put anything by him.
They'll try and play with some pace early on.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action for Burrow. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive.
He'll work forward for a couple. Byron Murphy there on the stop. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Brown. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
First down, Bengals.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he will get into the end zone. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. the TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Smith and jig the left side. He's got it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw again is Darnold. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes.
On 1, ready?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Stop. Hey, can. 12. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Moving to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Let's get set. Right, 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Forced out wide. He's going to air this one out. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
And another great throw right there, Mike, and when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him, they've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will go all the way. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 16th touchdown of the year.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. The TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. Chris Jenkins. They're on the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down by Caxton Hill. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Oh, a loose football. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Here we go.
1st down, Cincinnati.
11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
11.
Burrow. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And their two drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. They'll go play action with Garner. The ball comes out. The Bengals have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he is going to score. A pick-6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bengals stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. That one on target to Cup. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Now Darnold. The ball's out. And no turnover here. But the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So 3rd and long, trying to pick up a 1st down to keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick 6.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless, and I think you find yourself in 3rd and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick 6.
On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0.
Seahawks, nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 6. Darnold to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. They'll run the toss with Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Darnold. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing, Darnold. This one complete to Washington. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks.
The throw on 1st down is Darnold. Oh, a loose football. The ball comes out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
Gun. Cut. 180. 11.
off the play fake. Here's Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
He'll air it out down the middle. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he has taken down a big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So a big